Serafina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book, and
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a visual.
I had a He's proud of it. Hello.
Hey, boys and girls, how are you? I got a little concerned this morning when I woke up because I turned on the TV news and the weather forecaster was on, and the slide said Friday. And I thought, wait a minute.
Was it because my brother's on vacation?
Did
That's a local news.
Did I miss a day? But he was, I don't know.
That's literally what my brother does for a living.
Yes, he does the slides.
For all of that stuff, putting it together, production in the back room. So somebody was slacking or somebody was out late last night.
Yeah, because it was like, I think this is Thursday. Let me check my calendar. Yeah,
Nothing throws you off more.
Oh, I know.
Than when somebody else, or you look at the calendar and you're like, wait a minute. I'm on the wrong day. Good morning, Ashley. Good morning, Mari. Do not adjust your TV.
Talk
This
about
Thursday.
wrong day.
What?
I had my writing class with Ted Tuesday night.
Yep.
And this woman, I was the first one there. And this woman walks in and she says, "Oh, so you're taking this class too?" And I went, "No, I've always been taking this class." And then she calls me by my, she says, "Hank." I'm a little, and then she identifies herself. She's someone who had taken a class with me at the Cape Cod campus of Bridgewater State, like a long time ago. So we're chatting back and forth, and I'm feeling very uncomfortable because I'm having that same kind of,
I don't know you.
What day is this? Why is she
Why is
here?
this lady here?
And she's talking, and all of a sudden she says, "So, what? So you're starting late?" And I said, "No, I've been here all along." And she said, "Oh, well, I guess I haven't seen you." And all of a sudden, I mean, you know how small.
I'm like, lady, it's a tiny room.
And then she goes, "Oh, this isn't Wednesday, is it?" I went, "No, thank God.
That's awesome. Oh,
I'm not crazy."
good times.
But she was a good student. She was a really good writer. She was working for the town of Yarmouth at the time when she took my class. So it was cool to see her. It was nice that she remembered me. So, you know.
Well, there's some weird mercury in the whatever it is going on right now for like the next 2 weeks. So a lot of people are disheveled if you're finding the world to be a little crazy right now.
Oh, that's the reason.
I don't know. These are the things that I lean into when I'm in a crazy moment. I'm like, oh, that guy on TikTok said we're crazy right now. Sounds good. Wrap it up. I'm easily swayed like that, Hank.
Oh, really?
What's up, Mr. Blackwell? Thanks for joining us on the show.
Hi, Dawn. How are you? I can call you Dawn.
Yep. Cindy says Mercury and Gatorade again. It's always a problem. Ridiculous. I was hoping to see your face yesterday. I gave a talk on networking over at Cape Space in Hyannis yesterday. Sold out crowd. I felt pretty special. They compiled a good group. It was me and Sandra Costello. We had a great time talking about maximizing those moments when you're at a networking event. The things you should be doing, because not all are created equal and you can't go to everything. And sometimes you just don't feel like networking.
Right. Now, we did some networking when we went to the chamber event about social media that you had on. Was that Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yes. Made a couple of very good connections.
It was a good crowd. It was a good group. I thought it was a nice, intimate gathering.
Yes.
With wine and cheese. I'm happy.
Yes. And the flatbread pizza.
Is good, right?
Really good.
Head on over to Uva. Shout out to our friends at Uva.
And guys, you can go, if you're not a wine guy, they do have beer.
They do. And they have some local beers on draft to talk about, some of our favorites.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thank them very much. Sarah said, sorry, I missed it. Liz, I love you. I'll be seeing you soon, I hope. Sending hugs and kisses to your whole family. Yeah, so it was a great talk. We We talked about, just the one thing. And I always flip networking events.
Mhm.
When I go in there, I'm not there to collect business cards. I'm not there to chit chat. I'm not there to have snacks or whatever. I always go in there with the intention specifically of asking what I can do for other people.
Mhm.
It's that virtual favor card, if you will. If I
Right.
can connect you with somebody
Right.
else,
Yeah.
they, for whatever reason, will always remember that, and you're top of mind for other people.
Right.
Then
Mari's very, very good at networking events. I got there before she did, and I found a very nice table for two right up front.
Yep.
And she immediately moved me.
Right.
We're going to sit here because we don't know this person, and they're sitting alone.
That's exactly it.
Right. I'm like, oh, okay. And she turned out
did it right.
We made a very nice connection. I don't know if we'll ever need this person's services, but you never know.
Oh yeah, and Amy's great. It was a good group of people just talking about social media and each person's business and how it relates to it,
Yes.
which is always different.
Yeah.
There's not that cookie cutter solution for connecting with people anymore.
Mhm.
So it's this weird alchemy.
Right. And it was good to see, for me, that I'm not the only one that struggles with, okay, what's the audience here?
Yeah.
Because doing real estate, the demographic here is so here, there, and everywhere that it's really hard sometimes to figure out what am I going to concentrate on. It's not like we're working in a Boston suburb where it's single family homes and it's families and you know what you're going for.
Yeah.
Down here, it's
those customer segments are very different.
Yes. And what's your niche going to be? And then how do you find those people?
Yeah, because you can apply those business conversations and practices to everything. But the Cape is a different breed. And a lot of people say it to me every time I connect with somebody, that even people that have been here 20 years, they're like, this market's different.
Yes.
I'm like, I know. I'm very well aware. Cindy, I'm sorry you had to go to work, but yeah, it is the season. Spring is today.
Yay.
And the changing of the seasons, everybody wants to do something different,
And
right?
everyone will start sneezing. So.
Yes. We've been lodged in the house. We're sick of things. We want to change things. Shout out to Cindy over at C Designs, because if you're looking for a contractor or somebody that you can rely on that's going to get the job done, she will definitely connect you with that. She's like the Angie's List of
cool
contractors and designers, and she's an amazing kitchen and bath designer herself. And she's always learning. I love the people that are not stagnant in their profession. They're always trying to do something new and grow their offerings to you, right?
Right. Responding to what the audience is when you discover.
Because it's ever changing, as we know.
Ever changing.
Every day I open up I don't even want to open up the news, but then I'm like, okay, let's go.
I watch the news when I get up in the morning, have my first cup of coffee, probably 6 to 6:45, maybe 7, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
Absolutely done for the day.
I read the headlines until I can't stand them anymore, and then I'm good.
Right. But you got to remember, the headline writers don't read the stories. So there was one the other day on Monday. Oh, guess it was Tuesday after Rory McIlroy won the Players Championship. The headline was, Rory McIlroy makes retirement announcement. I'm like, what?
He's young.
I read the story. He said, somebody asked him a dumb question, and he said, well, I'm not going to retire anytime soon.
Oh, yeah.
And they turned that into a story and a headline that sounded like Rory was going to.
That's it. Headlines sell. You know this.
Stupid.
This is the way that they have to connect with those catchy bylines that's going to make somebody click.
That's right.
It's the scare. Let me click.
Scare, let me click, and then you find out it's not what it.
Right.
It's not what it is.
And then you're like, this is dumb.
It's not what it is.
Yeah, 90% of the time it's
worse,
dumb.
But
I know. True. But I know you've got golf on the brain. You actually went out and golfed yesterday, you crazy thing.
Still haven't gotten my endorsement.
Callaway, call him.
Well, it was supposed to be sunny in the 50s when we made the tee time. And yesterday was, of course, not sunny in the 50s. So, but we played anyway. We had to walk because the Holly Ridge didn't have the carts out yet. And I have to say, I played pretty well for the first time out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, in the cold and the wind and everything else, I gave myself up,
I love it. I got to give Kitty a call over there
pat on the back, and it was nice. That's such a great place.
Yeah, 'tis the season. It is getting ready to be golf season. I've got a golf meeting today because at the Mashpee Chamber of Commerce, our golf tournament is in May, and golfing in May, anything can happen.
Yeah, like rain.
Well, it's Cinco de Mayo and it's not going to rain on my first parade. I'm not having it. I'm not accepting it.
You're not having it.
Not having it.
Okay.
We've already had a talk.
Listen up there. She's not having
We're
it.
not having it. I can't deal with it.
And you don't want to deal with it when she gets
That's
mad.
right. I get stressed. And then I bed sit. This is what happens. When I get stressed out, I tend to just hide away in my cave.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'll work from bed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Cliff was
work
like,
from
you're having a
home,
bed
work from
day
bed.
from my bed.
I see.
It's my comfort zone.
Uh-huh.
Yesterday, I was like surrounded by my pillow wall, working from bed after I had done a bunch of other work. My husband, we're spring cleaning. You saw the dumpster.
Yes, I did.
So everything in our garage is being ripped out, including cabinets. It's just not functional right now.
Yeah.
And we're so sick of trying to find gear equipment for this gig and that gig. And we're coming on market season and it just can't be dysfunctional.
Well, you guys have so many things going on, his business, your business, the market, the chamber stuff you're doing.
And he has, by the way, I would like to say, a storage locker that he pays for every month that all of his stuff can go in. But that's not convenient enough for him.
So
He clogs up my garage with all of his garbage. I said, but make more room for it. That's all I had to say. And we're adding a market. I was at town meeting on
yes,
Tuesday.
congratulations.
Is it? No, it
We'll
is.
see.
It's only 10 weeks long, and we're really excited to work with the Canal Region Chamber of Commerce to bring you the Canal Region Farmers Market. I know. And since we had to shift a little bit because we're not going to be having beer or wine, our good friend Lauren at Old Places is doing a fundraiser.
Oh, good.
And she's doing what she did last year to raise $5,000 is swim from, I should read where she's actually swimming from. Good morning, Claire. Good morning, Casey. Thanks for joining us. I should have seen where she was swimming from, but it's a long distance. It's not small. It's like it's a 5-mile swim.
Wow.
Like open ocean swim.
On top of everything else she does, that's like competitive swimming.
Yeah.
Like that's like marathonish swimming.
Yeah, she's wild. So if you've never met Lauren, she's one of our fellow E4All grads, and she runs Old Places, which is just kind of a safe haven. She's also the president of the Bourne Youth Council, and she is just a firecracker of fun. And she is in charge of our kids programming. So even when she's not available to be there, she'll set it up that there's bins and tubs and play activities and other human beings to kind of honor this commitment we made to our community of having fun-free family entertainment. And our health and wellness is wonderful. I spent all day yesterday online ordering for new stuff because we got a small little grant. Thank you very much to the Massachusetts Department of Agriculture. But we've got tents ordered and yoga mats ordered and programming that is happening. We've got a board meeting coming up. It's getting real.
I think I saw that email.
Yeah, right. It's getting real. You know, when you start something that you don't know if it's going to be a thing and you're kind of like, well, this might be a thing. Let's see how it goes. 30 weeks later, after last year, we're like, it's definitely a thing.
It's a thing. Yeah. Oh, it's a thing. All right.
But that was a large commitment. And even my husband, I was like, oh, I don't know if we could do this next market. He's like, 10 weeks? Pfft, that's nothing. He was like, you and I could do 10 weeks. It's not a big deal. And he always says this in the beginning, which is why I'm like, okay, I get fired up to do it. And then like 3 weeks into it, he's like, I can't continue like this. So if you're interested in volunteering, getting involved, wanting to be a part of this, I'm not asking you to do a 5-mile swim like Lauren. Any little bit helps. And Marie Oliva over at the Canal Region Chamber, big shout out to her. She's going to be taking this one by the reins, and she's got ideas for marketing and plans.
Excellent.
So we've got a meeting on Monday, which this was my whole intention, right? Create this in Mashpee.
Right.
We created a nice footprint of something that we can rinse and repeat in other places. So we're going to be testing that this year at the Canal Region. And we're also working with our Buy Fresh, Buy Local group over at our Cape Cod cooperative. Andrea has been wonderful. Tara Racing, you've been wonderful. Just getting food there, getting fresh food to people at an affordable price, which is seemingly very difficult in our economy right now.
Yes. Yeah, the price of everything is like, what? Really? The price of corned beef. Mari paid twice as much for a corned beef this year as she did last
My
year.
husband said $50 for a corned beef.
He must have got a big one.
But still, like he was looking at the prices.
Yes.
He's just like, this is out of control.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we got a small one and was twice as big.
Must have got a big one. We still buy as if we're feeding 10 people.
Oh, okay.
So he
that's how
calls me from the
buys.
grocery store. I'm like, we don't need it. It's fine. We don't need a giant corned beef for all of us, honey. Reminder. There's like 3 of us at home and 2 of us will eat corned beef. We don't need to buy that.
Lily doesn't eat corned beef. Oh,
Doesn't
that's right.
eat, yeah, no. And neither will Cody. He doesn't do boiled dinner.
Oh.
I know he's missing
My
out.
goodness, you're missing out, Cody. Really?
I know. He's pretty adventurous. He'll do the no thank you taste most of the time, but he lifted the lid and I think the cabbage and he was like, absolutely not. Put it down.
Yeah, the cabbage will do it to you. Mari almost forgot to cook the cabbage, but she got it in and that's nothing like it.
Good morning, Dave Hagner. Talk about a man who's always volunteering. Habitat for Humanity. I'm on a new committee for them and our meeting is going to be, it's virtual.
Okay.
It's a Zoom meeting. I'm just, it's one small little committee. If I can do my part, I very much want to be involved. Habitat does so many great things for people and it's a wonderful organization. And so, and my little tidbits, I can have a conversation. Matt Pinnett's going to be involved in that. Kat Wilson's going to be involved in that. So they assembled a big committee of loudmouths. So clearly they need some messaging on this one out there. And this is my part. I can do that.
Well, Matt works for the Davenport companies and
Yes.
they know an awful lot about building things.
Yes,
and
they
managing
do.
Things and
They do.
They manage the villages and they do a great job.
And he has a great job coming up with Seaside Le Mans. It's one of our favorite events in Mashpee Commons. And
I've
I'm
never
thrilled.
been. How does that work?
It's so fun. So they build this racetrack around Mashpee Commons. They even build a bridge over the walking street so people can kind of meander around
and how
the race.
big are the cars? Are they like mini Le Mans cars?
No, they're like regular
Really?
little race car things that you've seen. Remember Seekonk Speedway?
Yes.
Kind of like that.
Okay. All right.
Those little go-kart Formula One.
Those kind of things. Okay. God, Seacon Speedway.
Right?
Goodness. Is that still there?
It is. And it's bigger.
Wow.
Because it was kind of lame when it was first for us.
Yeah,
built.
it was. It was.
They've definitely upped the ante over there at that
Now,
complex.
that's a whole world that I know nothing about.
Well, I drove it into a bale of hay like 3 times, and I was like, this is not for me. I don't even like those race car games like Mario Kart. I stink.
Mhm.
And I'm a decent driver,
Right.
just not at high speeds. I'm not your chase girl. No Dukes of Hazzard over here. John Cotton, how was your French trip? It looked fabulous. There's something about being in France and bread and cheese and wine and the Louvre. Like,
And how
sign
do
me
they
up.
feel about Americans these days?
They never liked us to begin
No,
with.
that's true.
It's
That's true.
They never liked us to begin with. That doesn't matter. We can still enjoy your bread and cheese.
Yes.
Thank you.
And your wine.
Right. And I think he went to like this macaron making class. And I'm like, oh, it's my favorite cookie.
Yes.
I don't know what it is. It's just delicious. So chef's kiss here, French vacation. I hope you had a really good time. Can you teach me how to make macarons now?
Yes.
Or did you just take the class so you could eat them?
Right. Did they let you leave with recipes?
Right? It's an art.
Oh, it is.
I cannot bake. We need to talk to Natasha about
Yes, we do.
baking the perfect
I was thinking the same
macaron.
thing.
Right?
I got to put Natasha on my to-do list for
Yes,
today.
please.
I shall.
Is she on Cape now?
No.
Okay.
No, she's not coming on Cape. She's staying in Plymouth.
Boo. Natasha, I wanted you closer to me.
Yes. Yeah, we wanted her closer as well, but no, she's staying in Plymouth. But
She was on the Great American Baking
no,
Show.
the
What
food,
was it?
No,
I can't keep track of these baking shows.
the holiday food, the holiday baking championship.
Thank you.
Yes.
There was like too many other things in there. I was like, there is some baking and holidays involved. And there's a few different ones, but she did a great job on that show.
I think I told you when we did the open house at her home that she was selling. Every now and then someone would walk in and go,
I
"Is
know
this
you.
Natasha's house? I got a pie here. Oh my God. Is she here?"
That's
Not
funny.
here. No, she's not here. You don't stay for your own open house. Trust
Yeah.
me. When we
I don't
sold
think
our
I
house,
could.
oh my God. Mari, our manager, Mary Cronin, did the open house for our home when we sold it. And she said later that Mari was the worst client she's ever had.
Because you're in your industry.
Oh, yeah, she knows too much.
It is.
Oh, yeah. And the weird thing was we had another, someone else in our neighborhood who engaged us to sell their home. And they were going to do their open house a week after ours. But then they decided, no, they're going to do it the weekend same as ours.
Yeah.
So people were going from our house to this other house.
It's a neighborhood tour.
Right. And we were at the other house.
Yeah.
And we were hearing comments about our house.
Yeah.
Because people didn't know that was our house they had been to.
Well, at least you know you got unsolicited opinions.
Oh, we sure did. And I think that's what turned Mari into the worst client in Mary Cronin.
Probably. Oh, I'm so sure. Hi, Emily. Good morning. And John says his daughters will be making them for sure.
Okay. Make sure you ship some over to Lemonadio.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
Ashley said she bought a 7-pound corned beef so I could have dinner for several days. There you go. That's a plan.
Mm-hmm.
And she also wants to learn, Cindy wants to learn how to golf. Do you?
Oh, golf is fun. As long as you do it for the fun.
Right.
You can't take it serious.
Do not have a Rory McIlroy expectations as you're hitting the links.
You want to play well. You want to play, as I say, I play. Don't embarrass myself golf. And I can do that, and I can do that fairly well. Other than that, you're outside, you're walking around, you're with friends. It's fun. And when you're done, you go into the clubhouse and
that's it. Find me at the clubhouse. That's where I'll be.
It's fun. It really is. And it's good exercise too. I mean, just the motion of, swinging the golf club and everything else and getting in and out of the golf cart if you're not walking.
Right. That's fine. I'll be your driver.
Okay.
Where are we going? Caddyshack. Yesterday was our question. How many times have you moved? Not very many for you.
No, we've only moved 3 times.
I counted all of my military service as one move.
Yeah.
It's just a constant move.
I bet. How many?
I don't know. Maybe 8.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot.
But I've been here 25 years now.
In the same house?
In the same house?
There you go.
Yeah?
Time to sell.
You
stayed there way too long.
We got tree work happening. We got the dumpster out front.
It's busy over there.
I know. It is definitely spring. And this is kind of the season in which we've been waiting for. It doesn't feel like it outside by any stretch of the imagination.
No. But at least when I left Tuesday, I was able to easily get home.
Yeah.
There was no detour and
yeah,
they were through doing whatever it is they were doing.
Well, that phase. So.
Yeah. And they're taking down more trees.
Sorry,
folks.
know. It makes me sad.
If you're watching us from elsewhere, you'd have no idea what we're talking about. They're taking down more trees on 151.
I know. It does make me sad. I know it's necessary. I know we need to do it, but at the same time, it does. My daughter's like, my heart hurts.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got to say, the people at the villages who bought units that faced 151, but didn't have to worry about.
Oh, they can't be very happy right now.
Because there were all those trees. Man, they're going to be pissed.
Yeah. How did the vote go? Do we have a Sunday vote yet? Do we know?
No, they haven't announced yet.
Oh.
What we can and can't do on Sundays with our friends.
Very interesting.
At the pool.
The villages. This is what happens though when you live in a big community like that.
Right.
It's everybody's opinion matters, and there's a lot of opinions.
Yes, there are.
Especially as you age.
Yes, you are. Yes, they do. Right? A lot of opinions.
And they're not afraid to share them with you. Tonight is movie night, and our question of the day today is: what movie sequel is better than the movie? Godfather.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it just gets better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think the second one, movie 2, is better.
Oh, yeah. Movie 2 is a lot better.
Yeah.
And on lunch break this afternoon, starting at noon, we're counting down the top movies of the week. There are more new movies on the list. And like last week, some of them I haven't even heard of yet. So it's going to be fun.
Lunch break. Where can that be heard, Hank?
On Lemonadio from 12 to 2.
Lemonadio.com, Roku TV, Alexa, play Lemonadio Radio. Or you can download the app. The app is still working in the App Store. We're making some upgrades to pretty much everything spring. It's like
right.
I don't know why we all do this to ourselves, but it's kind of like, all right, we've been in the house too long and we're sick of looking at all this stuff. Let's tear this up.
And do it again.
Let's rip
Now,
that up.
and just back up for a minute. If you can't get Lemonadio on Alexa, what do you have to do?
You have to enable the skill.
And how do you do that?
You can go onto your phone, you can go onto your laptop and open it up and then just type in, and you can even talk to all of your devices at this point and say, enable the skill. And then it'll pop up where it needs to go. Even if you're on Amazon, while you're doing a little shopping, you can look up some of our Lemonadio gear, but the app on there is in the Amazon store.
Okay.
So if you get kind of confused and you don't know what's going on, you can go to Amazon and just put in Lemonadio and the little
And
app
the
will come
Lemonadio
up.
gear is really cool, by the way.
Right? Super cute. Support our station, please, and thank
Right.
you.
Great for
Because
birthday presents, stuff like that.
I know we got a lot of wonderful things that are happening, and we really want to bring them to you with gusto. And we can't do that if we have no money. So we're trying. The budget is tough right now. I keep looking at it going, oh my God.
How are we going to do this?
Fine. It's fine. I'm used
Where
to
there's
it.
a will, there's a way.
That's
what
it.
My mother used to say.
That's it.
Yep.
So I was like, guys, what's going to sell this summer? We're selling mushrooms. We're selling maple products.
You're selling
We're
what?
Yeah.
Mushrooms?
Not like a drug dealer way, like mushrooms. Like
Whoa. Explain this.
there is a mushroom farmer that wants to be in our markets this summer,
Okay.
but he does not have the time.
Okay.
So we're going to buy his mushrooms and resell them for him.
Okay.
It's an outfit out of Carver.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming for a mushroom taste testing
Mm-hmm.
so he can try his wares.
So we're going to have what little cartons of mushrooms for sale?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Well, we're working on our refrigerated truck. We wrote a couple of grants, and thank you to everybody that was involved. Alicia, our grant writer, has been, I think she's put in $1 million worth of grants.
Yeah.
Does that mean anything to you?
No.
No. This is the hopes and prayers, and we really hope we get all of these things because we want to do cool things in the town of Mashpee
Right.
and around
Right.
the Upper Cape.
At least in the town of Mashpee, we have, definite food insecurity.
Mm,
The fact that there aren't any real farms here in Mashpee.
mhm.
So hopefully that's going to attract some.
Yeah, shout out to our
funders.
friends over at Sprout Farm, though. They're gearing up for another season. I think they've got soils and some other things available at this point, but it's only one little place that they can
Yeah.
do it, and they can't have enough for all. So we're working on it.
Yep.
It's all we can do. We're working on it.
And with prices, people are going to be interested to finding other ways to get.
I think people
stuff.
are more interested in growing their own and doing themselves. Like in the beginning, our first few markets will be lots of seed starters.
Mhm.
And De Silva Farms always brings it. And he's been in school also
Oh, really?
and working on building his business. I
Mhm.
connected him with a couple of resources. And I'm so excited. And he's like, Stephanie, I would never have done this if you didn't push me to do this. And I'm
Very
like,
good.
yay. I
Yep.
feel excited. So he's going to have more offerings this year. And he's really been working on his business. I am taking Spanish class.
Like she has nothing else to do. And when are you doing this?
During the day virtually, twice a week. I have Spanish class twice a week. So I'm very much looking forward to it. And I think it's really the Massachusetts Department of Agriculture is
Mhm.
put on this program.
Yeah.
So they are offering it so that we can work. So it's going to be more like market Spanish.
Mhm.
How much is this? Where does this go? What is that? Here are some vegetable names.
Right.
I've taken Spanish before, but I've not had enough conversational Spanish to feel comfortable in that space. So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, always growing, right? Doing
That's
new
right.
things, trying to be
Do you
better.
ever sleep?
No, I'm like a bat, Hank.
That's what I thought.
I need to physically rest sometimes. That's why I have work from bed days. I take a little nap and then I get back to work. Take a little nap and then I go. I'm not always going to have this energy, and I figure I might as well use it while I have it, right? It's not always going to be this way.
Yeah, but you see, you don't want to use it all up early because you're going to need it
Is
later.
that how it works?
You're going to need it later.
I'm an object in motion. If I stop moving, then I'm just there for a while. It
Just
takes me a
remember,
long
you're going to
time
get
to
to a certain age, and you're going to need
get on that bike.
the energy. You're going to wonder what you did with it.
You're right. Well, we're working on it. Lori, good morning. Noreen, good morning. Hablamos. Felicidades. Sí. Thank you very much, Cindy. I feel like I'm watching a Spanish soap opera. I love this. And I don't know why I always have to get into like a Spanish guy's voice when I do this.
You look marvelous.
Right? Exactly. Like I'm at Disney. Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, contendo hacia Alejandro de las puertas. I don't know what it says, but I memorized it because I was on that damn friggin' monorail for so long. You're welcome.
Yeah, we haven't been back to Disney in a while, and I don't think there's any. I'm not hearing any interest to go to Disney. There's interest to go to Universal.
Because it's expensive.
Well, Universal's worse.
Yeah. Yeah, my husband doesn't work for Comcast anymore. We don't get the free passes.
Yeah,
That was a good ride.
yeah. That must have been.
It was fun.
No, I think Universal's going on our dance card for next year.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It's fun. I like the Harry Potter stuff.
Yep.
Somebody just won a lawsuit against that Harry Potter ride
Oh,
for
really?
having a major accident.
Oh, really?
Leaving there, getting disoriented, falling into like a ditch somewhere.
I mean, Disney didn't have enough caveats on the ticket, on the walls, and the whatever that
So then
says,
Universal, yeah.
you know, the
Whoopsies.
astronauts. They're actually standing up and walking apparently.
Ta-da! Yeah, they didn't look like they were really confident on they were walking. You and I were discussing,
Yeah.
are they made it back?
They rolled them out. They didn't ask them to like walk out of the
Right.
capsule or anything. They put them right now.
And you said the landing was spectacular because
Yes,
of the dolphins.
If you haven't seen it, guys, it landed and this pod of dolphins came immediately around it.
How cool is
So
that?
check it out. It is so cool. I mean, they're smarter than we are, dolphins. So they saw this thing fall from the sky and they probably went,
Let's welcome it.
well, this isn't right. Let's see what this is.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not afraid of it.
Not afraid of it. Nope. Because
Are they that smart though?
Oh yeah, they are. Oh, they are so smart. Yes.
Well, I know little Mari
Yeah.
does dolphin camp and whatnot.
Oh yeah, she does camp at Clearwater Marine Aquarium, where we'll be going in June again to spend a week. And she's into the marine sciences thing and looking for something marine sciences oriented for her to do during the summer,
Very cool.
because she's not interested in YMCA camp anymore.
Yeah.
So she
Well, I
wants
would
to
say
do
to go-
something else.
go
So
to-
if you know of anything, like if you work at Hui, and
Well,
you know of
They might not work at Hui anymore.
Okay,
They've
well,
got a lot
that's-
of problems
that's
going
true.
on right now over there.
But if you're still working at Hui, maybe there's opportunities, you know.
Or maybe if you've recently been laid off from Hui and want to run your own business, this
Right.
might be a summer camp for you.
Yes, for people wanting to do marine sciences thing. But
I think that's funny. Cody is also very interested in that. He vacillates back and forth between business and
Mhm.
and marine biology. And Cliff is like, I don't want to be the one to take that away from you. If you want to foster that interest,
right.
go into that interest
Right.
because he's got that science brain also.
Yeah.
So
Well, she's either marine biology, and then what she's doing now, being on the tech crew, you know, behind the scenes for the, you know, for the
Productions.
production of it. Sandwich.
yeah,
I mean, she's doing all kinds of So what did you do tonight, honey? Oh, we cut pipe. What? Yeah, we
Nope,
cut pipe.
not gonna go there.
Did you wear gloves? Well, of course we did, Papa. Glasses? Of course. Like, okay, I'm sorry.
That's awesome. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
often you think of them doing metal work, but when they're constructing sets and working on lighting, it is part of the job.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's
they're
kind of
building
cool.
platforms because apparently the play that Sandwich High School is doing coming up next month is Hadestown, but a more appropriate version of Hadestown than I guess the original Hadestown.
Ah,
But there's all kinds of platforms they're building because the band is going to be on stage and yeah, I have no idea what she's doing, but she's having a great time doing it twice a week.
I
She's
had a.
exhausted.
Oh, I'm sure. I had a little time with my brother. I mean, it was a quick visit. I ended up driving him home. I didn't even get home until midnight on Tuesday night. Who am I? But I was just talking to him. I was like, I just need to get away. Maybe we'll come and visit you in the city because he lives in New York. I said, what's good right now? Death Becomes Her. You have to see it. And I was like, oh, I loved that movie with Goldie Hawn.
Mhm.
One of my favorites.
Yes, it was a good movie.
So I don't know how that's going to translate to Broadway, but he said it's the hit right now.
Right.
It's the big show.
But he has the stairs you have to walk up.
No, he's in a new place.
Oh,
He's
there's
got an elevator now,
Hey,
right?
excellent.
He moved to Kips Bay or something like that in Manhattan. Oh, la-di-da. Mr. Manhattan. No more fifth floor walk up where I'm wheezing and sneezing and dying, making choices before I'm like, do we really need to go out today?
Mhm.
Do we really need to how about we get takeout? Those poor DoorDash drivers in the city.
Oh, I bet. up and down all those stairs.
Oh yeah, I was like, I'm ordering soup. I'm not walking for it.
Right.
I live here now. Never leaving. Good morning, Sandra. Thank you so much for having a great time with me yesterday. Sandra and I did our networking event over at Cape Space for the Boston Women's group. There's a Cape Cod chapter, and there's a Cape Cod Women's Association that put it on. And so it was just a great group of humans. Also, I do want to make mention of the fact that we've got a free business class and financials class that is happening. It's being put on by SEED, Southeastern Economic Development, and it's being paid for by the town's EDIC committee. Thank you very much. Rockland Trust is providing breakfast, the chamber is providing lunch, and you can learn the basics of business fundamentals in the morning and the basics of business financials in the afternoon. So it's like a 1-2 punch if you're just starting out in your business adventure, or maybe you just need a refresher on what the heck is going on with your business.
Right.
Just sign up. That's all you have to do. You'll be fed and you'll be educated. Dave. Yeah, right. Good morning, Uncle Dave. How's Florida? Tell us it's warm.
It's got to be warm somewhere.
Tell us how great it is.
Please.
My post today is be around people that make you feel like sunshine. Not because you want to be around people that make you feel like sunshine, because I feel like we're never going to see it. And I need it.
Spring has been such a disappointing start.
Yeah, right. Mr. Sunshine over here.
Cranky hanky.
That's it. Good morning, Melissa. Thanks for joining us on the show. Cindy, I will send you a link if you want to sign up for it. Hopefully you can join us. That is coming up March 27th. So we would love to have you for one session or both. Will Smith has got his Based on a True Story dropping next week.
Oh, really?
Do we want Will Smith's side of the story?
No.
He's got that viral TikTok thing going on with that Doechii song right now, and I can't avoid it. That anxiety. And every time I turn on social media, it's there, and it's Will Smith, and I'm like,
does anybody really care about Will Smith anymore?
Do we let him back in?
Or Jada Pinkett, for that matter?
Do we let him back in after punching somebody in the face on a national program?
Yep. But you know what's cool? Conan is coming back to host the Academy Awards next year.
I don't.
See, I like Conan.
Unpopular opinion. I don't get it.
I always like Conan.
I like him because he looks like my Uncle Jerry. You had Jerry in school.
Yes, I did.
I feel like he looks like my Uncle Jerry, so I feel like I like him.
Okay,
but I don't think he's that funny.
Oh, I do.
Like I think he's clever.
Yeah. Oh no, I think he's really fun. And the thing is, he was funny doing the Academy Awards, but no one complained.
Yeah.
There wasn't the usual.
That's
oh my
a bore.
God. You know,
we want the complaints.
Right. Catholic boy from Brookline.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right.
But he wrote The Simpsons. So,
yeah, he did. He's still around.
He's got that offbeat kind of humor. But I'm just happy for anything good that happens to Conan, because he got screwed when he took over the Tonight Show.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a raw deal.
They didn't give him enough time
to develop,
to settle in.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Jay Leno decided he wanted back. And I
never liked Jay either.
He got bounced.
I don't know. I'm over the late night TV business.
Oh, I am. I mean, I don't watch it anymore.
Right. I've been a morning lady for a long, long time. Good morning, Miss Sandy. Thanks for joining us on the show. We got to wrap up a little bit early today because I have a board meeting.
She's just so busy.
It's good though. It's all great developmental stuff. And right afterwards, a golf meeting. So we've been talking about golf. So we talked about the astronauts. That's the good stuff. Daryl Hull and John Oates have agreed to have a ceasefire for a little while.
Oh, good.
So I'm happy about that.
Good. Excellent. Maybe because Oates has gone out on his own, and I've seen some videos lately, and he's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, he was kind of in the background, but he can sing. He can sing the songs that Daryl Hall did, and I've heard a couple, and I'm thinking, gee, you know what? That's pretty good. That's almost better than Daryl did. Of course, they're not kids either.
No.
They're both in their
60s.
No, Daryl Hall's in his
70s. Yeah. Like, why are you going to get in a fight with your best friend in your 70s? You went to college together. Grow up and fix it.
Right. You've made billions of dollars together.
Right.
Just go on tour and I mean, all these bands that are on tour for one more time and one more time. The Doobie Brothers have been on tour for one last time the last
I
3
think
years.
there's only like one Doobie left, though, right? Only one original Doobie.
But it's a good Doobie.
It's a good one. Heard it first.
It's one of the original Doobies, so that when you go see the show, you don't go, "Oh my God, those aren't any of the people."
Right, exactly.
It's
That was like the guy in the third version of the band.
right. No, this is the guy who was the lead singer, and Michael McDonald is back with the Doobies.
Well, that's
sometimes.
what happens in your retirement. You get bored, you get
So you have
old, you get
double-
broke.
So you have double Doobies.
Guys, we weren't expecting to live this long. I guess we'll go and tour again because we need some money.
So we need some money.
Double Doobies. Enjoy your March Madness brackets. They'll probably be in the fire by late this evening, tomorrow, wherever it is.
Yes.
Have a great weekend. I do have a quick show tomorrow. We've got one of our new entrepreneur members. By the way, the Mashpee Chamber does, in fact, have an entrepreneur membership. Comes with a little bit of volunteer time, and we're supporting small businesses, and we're really excited to do so. So Jack, who has started his own version of car sales.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
It's very interesting what he's doing. And so
He's a used car salesman, but different?
yeah. Well, he's got a detailing business.
Okay.
So basically he takes glamour shots and cleans up your car. You just give him your old rotten car. He dolls her up, takes like photo shots of her, and then resells it for you. So it's a very interesting business model.
I've never quite thought of cars as being like
Yeah.
glamour shot material.
Like all I can think of is the Wizard of Oz, since it was put in my face, where they got the Cowardly Lion all gorgeous.
Yes.
And then took him to see the wizard.
Yes.
Like this is what Jack does for cars.
Okay. That's a cool idea, Jack.
Right. So I'm excited to talk to him about what
Kinda
he's
like
doing.
real estate photography.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Makes
Like
something look better than it really is.
it started somewhere.
Yes.
So I mean, maybe this is a thing. So I'm looking forward to chatting with him about his business and what brought him to do this tomorrow for a little bit on the show. So have a great day. Thank you very much to our friends here at Mashpee TV. Chris and the crew. Justin, we love you. Thank you for all of your hard work. And they just finished the video from our chamber event that I'm looking forward to watching.
Excellent.
And they'll be sharing that with you on Mashpee TV, channel 1072 in HD. Make sure you frequent it often. You never know who's going to pop up there. I was watching Lisa Bates in the Children's Museum and all the cool things that we have going on here in the town of Mashpee, even though it's the Cape Cod Children's Museum. It's here in Mashpee. We claim it.
Okay. So it's ours. It's in Mashpee. It's ours.
Date night tonight.
Yes, date night tonight. So the top movies of the week, some interesting new entries. So tune in at noontime and find out all about it.
Jazz and blues this weekend.
Jazz and blues this weekend. Blues Saturday morning. Jazz Sunday morning. Gonna be busy.
Download the app and we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye,
Bye.
folks.
Bye, Cindy. I will send you that thing, I promise.